Okay, so somebody suggested I do a quick layout tour of the Glover Road diorama, so here you go. This is the right side. This is the area that I'm focusing on now that I want to finish up. And there's crossing gate details to do here, and I got some other projects. There's a CN welding truck conversion I'm going to do there with one of those vehicles there. This particular building I'm going to finish up. I haven't determined what it's going to be yet. It could be just a temporary railroad shed or shops, or even just another industry switched from the left to the right, or the locomotives parked there at night or whatever, right? It's like when you have a modular layout like this, you got to build in diversity, right? If you want to have operational fun or options. Here's the grain elevator, which is prototypically built from drawings and photos that I've added in. It's not an exact prototypical location, but the intersection is pretty close, other than this track here. But yeah, so then I filled in this space here, which is normally an empty parking lot, with these Douglas fir trees, inspired by the ones I live close to. Then I have the cell tower, which is a nice contrast to the trees, and the grain elevator, which I like, which is actually prototypical to the grain elevator on the location, on the actual location. That's the way it looks, except the trees are much lower, right? They'd be down to like here, further back. And then there's this little industry here for switching out cars, cold storage possibilities here, and you know, anything you want there. Grain cars would sit down here more. Then there's this shops, BC Rail. It's just a tribute really to British Columbia Railway, which I kind of grew up with. That's prototypical, that building. Mind you, this building's not beside it in the real world, but who cares, right? And then here's a little yard office shops that I built. It was a nice little project that I really like. It fits well with the little siding there. And then the Dairy Queen I scratched up myself, as you can see in earlier content, if you go back chronologically on the channel. It just was a reflection of memory that I had growing up as a kid. That was, everybody went to Dairy Queen, right? In the 70s. So yeah, and then this is a bridge columns here with a bridge going across as a kind of transitional block to staging in here. So you have this representation of a kind of urban scene transitioning to the more rural in Langley, which Surrey Rail Link operates through. There's a main line on Glover Road, which is this, represented by this, which is leased to CP and CN. So I guess they make a lot of coin from that. And SRY services the grain elevator. And they go out to Chilliwack and so on. And so just to touch on the theme quickly then, like I'm modeling around 2010, 2012. So I try to weather everything accordingly. Like this older Jeep unit here reflects around 2010 period. And I like the contrast of the more rougher cosmetic look and feel of Canadian National, or CP for that matter. Mind you, they're a lot cleaner looking units, but against the really well-maintained SRY rail link units. You know, they're a short line, right? So they take really good care of their equipment. They don't have the gross costs of a large fleet, obviously. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea and the theme. And the operational possibilities are pretty good for a small little 8-foot by 16-inch diorama. And then quickly then there's the 2-foot staging here. I can drop cars in and out and enter the little Glover Road World diorama, right? It suits all the needs that I have or desires. So I really like working on a small scale like this. It makes sense economically too. So yeah, so there's the quick layout tour for you. And lots more modeling possibilities with this one. Okay, thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone has a great day.